Good afternoon, everybody. This afternoon we have one of our B2 students who is doing her final presentation. Please introduce yourself and tell everybody what you're talking about today.
Good afternoon, everybody. I am Claudia Guayasamin. I am a doctor, and now I am going to talk about obesity. Obesity refers to the excess of fat. It is a problem because it increases the risk of many health problems. It can also make it hard for you to move, breathe, and do other things that the people who are at a healthy weight can do easily. Doctors use a calculation called body mass index or BMI to decide which person is underweight, at a healthy weight, overweight, or has obesity. Your BMI will tell you in which category based on your weight and height. If your BMI is between 25 and 29.9, you are overweight, and if your BMI is 30 or greater, you have obesity. Having obesity increases the person's risk to developing many health problems. The first is diabetes. Having obesity increases the person's risk of developing type 2 diabetes. The oldest cells in your body need sugar to work normally. The sugar gets into the cells with a help and hormone called insulin. The insulin is made by pancreas, an organ in the belly. If the body stops responding to insulin, the sugar builds up in the blood. That is what happens in the people with diabetes. Type 2 diabetes is when the body stops responding to insulin and the pancreas stops making enough insulin. The second risk is high blood pressure. The excess of weight raises blood pressure. Numerous mechanisms by obesity raises blood pressure have been proposed. For example, the fat around the kidneys increases the renal injuries, and the obesity causes a hyperinsulinemia and blood vessel dysfunction. An individual blood pressure is defined by two measurements. The first is systolic pressure, which is the pressure in the arteries produced in the heart contract at the time of the beat. And the diastolic pressure refers pressure in the arteries during relaxation of heart between the beats. The blood pressure is reported as a systolic pressure over diastolic pressure, for example, 120/70. The third risk is high cholesterol. The accumulation of cholesterol secondary of obesity causes the arteries narrowed and triggers many health problems. The fourth risk is heart failure. It is consequence of high blood pressure and high cholesterol, which made the coronary arteries dysfunction, and finally heart disease. The stroke it is secondary of brain arteries injuries, and obesity gets worse the other health conditions, for example, asthma and sleep apnea. The studies show the people with obesity die younger than the people who are at a healthy weight. The degree of the increased risk depends on how long the person has obesity and on what other medical problems they have. The people with central obesity might be also risk of dying younger. The central obesity means carrying extra weight in the belly area even if the BMI is normal. If you have obesity, you can talk to your doctor. They might have suggestions on healthy ways to lose weight. It can help to work with a dietitian. A dietitian can help you choose a healthy food and plan meals. Yeah. There are medicines and surgery for lose weight, but those treatments are only for people who have not been able to lose weight through lifestyle change such diet and exercise. These treatments don't take the place of diet and exercise, and the people who do with those treatments may change how eat, how they eat, and how active they are. The best thing that you can do is lose weight. But if it's not possible, you can improve your health and lower the risk if you become more active. Many types of physical activities can help, including walking. You have improved your diet. You have it is healthy have regular prime meals, eat small portions, and don't skip meals. Limit sweets and avoid processed food, and try to eat fruit and vegetables. The other things that you can do is limit alcohol and quit smoking if you smoke. The thing that increase the person's risk the most is an unhealthy lifestyle. The people will develop obesity because they eat too much, eat unhealthy food, and move too little. But there are other things that seem they increase the risk to develop obesity than the people many people don't know about. For example, moms have it during and after pregnancy. People that they eat um, in a lot of calories, have diabetes or smoking during pregnancy, have a higher chance of having babies that have obesity as adults. And the babies who drink formula, they are more likely to become obesity adults. The other thing is the habits and weight gain during childhood. The children and teens with obesity, they are more likely to become obesity as adults. The other things is taking certain medicines and certain hormonal conditions, for example, the polycystic ovarian syndrome that cause a weight gain. If you get pregnant, the obesity it can for you it's hard for you to get pregnant and cause the sex problems in males. And in children, the obesity in children increases the same risk of as adults. For example, increases the risk of develop diabetes, high blood pressure, or asthma and sleep apnea. In the other case, the obesity causes the problems related to childhood. For example, the obesity causes the grow faster than normally, and in the girls, it go through puberty early than normally. Thank you.
Thank you very much.